7 days just. The public has not participated. For example, where did you see members of the public in the forms of civil society organization participating in this? In the category of the academia participating in this? In the category of the ordinary citizens of Uganda in the constituencies? Even members of parliament have not had the time to go to the constituencies to present this issue to the people so that the people understand it. Why the rush? What is the trick behind there? And again, this bill alone affects so many people, even main institutions of government, including the police, Uganda police, the Uganda prison, and the prisoners themselves. Public participation would even need the involvement of parliamentary visits to the prisons to talk to the prisoners, particularly those who have been affected with the DC trial in the military court martial. After the ruling of the court, which brought up this issue to parliament, how many people were transferred from the military court martial to the civilian court system? How many, and what are their conditions? What is the status of their files? What are they saying about this? All this need consultation with the people. So the public is not consulted. What do we see here as people getting involved, like the Attorney General making a presentation, the Minister of Justice, and these are institutions of the government, institutions of the state. It is like internal consultation within the government itself. It has not yet gone out. So I would like to call upon my senior lawyer here, my colleague, my deputy president in charge of Central Region, Buganda here, Honorable Yusuf Simbambi, to elaborate more on the flaws, on the gaps, on the illegalities of DC UPDF Amendment Bill 2025. Honorable Yusuf.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. President, members of the media. Specifically, as highlighted by the President, the bill is unconstitutional. The Supreme Court did not decide that Parliament should make law, good law, out of a bad law. The decision had two key matters for us to consider as Ugandans. One, that it is unconstitutional to present and hear matters to do with the civilians in a military court, because military courts are disciplinary committees of the military. So that was the key decision. Then the other decision, which was also unconstitutional, that they have no competence and jurisdiction to handle matters of court, which are supposed to be in a civilian court, where you have officers like judges trained and with competence to handle such issues. The decision of Lord Justice Owin Dolo, the Chief Justice, about transferring files which are in a military court to a civilian court and be handled there is what they call obiter. It is just a decision in passing. It is not the judicial finding. So Parliament cannot sit to make law out of a matter or a ruling or an observation in passing as if that is the basis for us to make law and overturn bad laws into good law. Then we're also having a problem that, having highlighted that we are considering a bill which is unconstitutional, we want now to overturn a decision of a court which in itself is unconstitutional. So we have two unconstitutional issues: making bad law into a good law, offending the Constitution, because that will be against the rule of law and the foundation of the Constitution, the rights of individuals who are suppressed and persecuted in a military court, because now you want to clean it. So now they will be citing provisions of an act of parliament which makes law as if it is law, when the foundation of the law, what they call the spirit or constitutionality of law, is in rule of law. The spirit, the rule of law, it is not touched, you cannot see it, but it is the foundation of law. And then the rights of an individual as enshrined in the constitution and in the individual constitutional universal rights. That is a scientific explanation. So no parliament has jurisdiction under the constitution which constitutes parliament to make law, though you have legislative powers, just because you have powers. I'll give a quick example. You cannot make law that Ugandans should not speak. You cannot make law that Ugandans should not eat or visit bathrooms, because that's their universal and inherent rights. So now what we are doing, actually, we are making law where we have no powers to make such law, because the powers under the constitution must be guided with the rule of law and the enshrined rights of individuals. So what is happening in a general court martial, it is against that. Now, no parliament can make such a law. Then two, and also very important, which was really given to us, that these other observations cannot just be a basis. They are either administrative guidelines by those institutions. So you cannot now see to make law out of guidelines, because guidelines keep changing administratively. Again, that is scientific. And now we have a very big problem, and I thank the guidance of the working committee and our president, that at least now we are instructed, because for us now as members of parliament, we are also not there. We are representatives of the people and our party. So our party has taken a decision. Thank you very much. I'll pass it on as a whip.
One people,
one Uganda. Thank you very much. Any questions for the press? If not, we thank you very much for the coming. Yes? Yeah.
My name is Anik from Fdc. Thank you so very much, Mr. President.
Yeah.
Given the numbers with NRM,
Yeah.
how are you going to battle that out? Because I know we never solved the numbers.
Another question? Okay, maybe answer this. First of all, our position is this, which we have given to you. We are going to use this position to talk to other parties. First of all, on the side of the opposition. We call upon our peer group, our colleagues, political parties of the opposition, to support the FDC position on these matters. That this whole bill should be thrown out. This whole bill should be rejected in its totality. And if it is passed in that way, even without our participation, we go to court and challenge it in court again. We are going to work also, talk to members of the NRM, because we have got also some people in NRM with the dissenting voices. We have been talking, we have been networking, and we are going to talk to them. The number in generality of NRM being large does not affect us from talking to those who have the conscience to judge between right and wrong. This is a situation where Ugandans must be able to judge between right and wrong. We have got information that they are going to take MPs to State House today, in the night. And they are going to be given money, large sums of money, bribing people. But don't sell your conscience. They are going to take also the report of the parliamentary committee. This is another intelligence we have gathered. The parliamentary committee report is not supposed to be tabled outside parliament before it is tabled on the floor of parliament. Yeah. Now they are preparing to take that committee report to be discussed in NRM caucus in the presence of President Museveni in his State House in Entebbe before it is tabled on the floor of parliament. That is also injuring further the parliamentary rules of procedure. The illegalities are adding on and on and on. So we have to fight this. Thank you. Luganda?
Luganda.
Yes, Luganda. Sibambi can speak in Luganda. Yes. Karibu, karibu. Still stand here, all of you. We need all of you here. Luganda, yes. Speaking.
Mr. President, Basebo Nebanyabo. Yes, Mr. President, Basebo Nebanyabo Banamawulire. ekibiina kyaffe ekya Forum for Democratic Change FDC naddala olukiiko olukifuga working committee lusazeewo ku makya gano okutuma ababaka baakyo mu parliament okuwakanya ne sekuwakanya yenna ebigenda maaso mu tteeka lino erigenda okukyusakyusa mu nfuga eya kooti ku nsonga zino wammanga. Mu kusookera ddala etteeka lino oba ebbago libaleese si bbago bigana okuba mu mabago agateesebwako parliament kubanga limenya ssemateeka. Parliament ewanga buyinza ababaka ba parliament kukola amateeka agamenya bassemateeka. Era ebbago lino batuwadde ekiragiro bwe tugendayo tuliwakanye okuva ku nnyingo esooka okutuuka ku esembayo kuba tetulina buyinza kubiwulira kubanga limenya eddembe ly'obuntu ne ssemateeka yennyini. Ekyokubiri nti kooti ensukkulumu tesalangawo nti parliament egenda ekola etteeka erikyusa amateeka amafu ligafuula amatuufu. Parliament kyeyagamba nti kooti gye bayita kooti ey'amagye si kooti erina kuwulira misango gy'abantu aba bulijjo ba civilian era kakundi kakuyambako kutaasa abakola empisa embi mu magye. Kati omuntu atali wa magye talina kugenda eyo kubanga makooti aga bulijjo gasobola okuwulira emisango egyo. Ekyo ekintu tebakitegeera bannaffe oba bakitegeera ne bakivunula kifuula nnenge. Kaakati olukiiko lusazeewo nti ebigenda maaso mu parliament tunaaba tubitaddeyo. Bannaffe ne batabitegeera bulungi ab'NRM nga balina ne sipiika waabwe gwe mumanyi obulungi. Tujja kgenda mu kooti eddemu butyo etaase bannayuganda ekinaaba kiyisiddwa ekimenya ssemateeka.
Okay. Thank you very much. I think that's all. Finish. Thank you, members of the press. We shall continue interacting with you with the time. Our man is here to handle you. Honorable Kigonyongo, thank you for the arrangements. Yeah. We go back to the meeting. We go back, all of us, to the meeting. Meeting continues.